How do you hire passionate employees? You know, when that was first asked, I thought, well, this is all about audio and stuff. But every company, whether you're making car tires or high-end stereo equipment, is nothing more than its employees, the people that actually create and manage the products, right? So I think that's a valid question. It's one I'm going to answer. It comes from Esden in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Manitowoc. That's got to be some kind of Native American name on that. Thank you for the time and the patience it takes to make these videos and educating the masses. I'm not sure about masses, but the few that like to watch, thank you. As a business owner of a niche product that you are extremely passionate about, how do you go about surrounding yourself with like-minded employees? People that share your passions yet have the skill sets that continuously push your company and your products forward. What a great question. Look, there's no question that we are our people. I couldn't do this alone. I mean, the amount of energy and effort it takes to run a company like this. We have 50 people. We're not Google. I mean, we're not a huge company, but 50 people it's a lot, and we have great, passionate people that make up our team. So how did we get there? Well, I'll tell you a little secret. You'd think that we would go out and find somebody who was a production manager, passionate about production, an engineer, passionate about high-end audio. And that's not actually true. It's not that it's not true, it's just not the way that we wind up hiring. And I'm going to give you a good example. I'm in the office right now of our CFO, Keenan Haga. Keenan is one of the most passionate people I know on the planet. Is he passionate about accounting? He's a hell of an accountant. I mean, he's worked all over the world. He's worked for Fox and big companies, worked over in Russia for a while. And he's got education at the wazoo, but I don't think Keenan's passionate about accounting. I think if you asked him, he'd yawn. But he is a passionate person, and that's what we look for. So let me show you something. I don't know how well you can see this. You see this map? And there's another one over here you probably can't see, of worlds. This map and all these little pins on here are where Keenan has run a marathon. So he's already been through and run 50 marathons within 1 year. That's basically, one a week, right? Throughout the entire United States, Alaska, and the whole bit, right? And now he's on his second round. And this January, he's going to run a marathon in Antarctica. I mean, I used to like to run, and my big goal was to someday do a half marathon. I thought, yes, that would be an accomplishment. Keenan knocks these out once a week, sometimes twice, just for kicks. We didn't hire him because he's a runner. In fact, he wasn't a runner when he first started here 7, 8 years ago. But what we saw in Keenan was a sparkle and a brightness in his eyes of passion. Our president, Jim Labe, passionate about his church, his family, life in general. There's an energy within Jim that just bubbles out. Anybody that's ever met him, it's just like you can't forget him. He's just a passionate person. Bob Stadther, our chief engineer, passionate to a fault about his electronics and just getting into it. Now, having said all of that, I don't do any of the hiring. I mean, I'll talk to the people, especially the managers and stuff, and I what I'm looking for, I'm the guy who looks and finds out that spark, okay? That's what I look for. My wife, Terry, runs HR, so she's in charge of making the final decisions and all that. She looks for exactly the same thing. One last example. We had our eyes open for an editor for Copper Magazine and for a couple of other tasks, putting together some podcasts, helping me, and all that. How do you find that skill set, right? I mean, I could find somebody that's been passionate about editing and journalism and all that, but it's really hard. You read a resume and you don't know, right? So I had something going on with my car. Oh, hail damage. My car got damaged in one of these Colorado hailstorms. So it's out getting its, dentless fix repair. And I had to get out there. I call an Uber or a Lyft, whatever it was I called. Probably Lyft. And this driver just picks me up. We're talking a 7-minute drive, right? And it's a gal, young kid. I don't know, kid. Sorry, I do that. I mean, this kid is probably in her late 20s, early 30s, but they're all kids to me. Anyway, this very young, bright young woman, Maggie, picks me up. And we just start chatting. What are you into? Editing. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm in. And she goes on about this. And by the time I got out of the car, it was 7 minutes. I knew this was one of the brightest people I had ever met. Period. Spark, bright, passion. And I said, "You interested in a job?" And she said, "Yep." So from that cab ride or that Uber ride, I gave her my card, told her to come in, talk to Terry, talk to the team. She is now not only doing the editing of Copper, but she is an engineering administrator. And she has taken, she is so stupid smart and passionate about stuff that we just grabbed her and said, "You're not getting away." And now she is managing the entire engineering team's schedules and coordinating and doing bills of material and just, So anyway, I hope that kind of answers your question. I don't look for passion within the sport or within the field of expertise. I look for passion of what people bring to the table in their personal lives. Who are these people? And do we want them to be part of our family? And from the janitor to the CEO, we're a group of passionate people, and that is why. Hope that helps. Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.